Hi everybody, thanks for checking out this video here on G4G. Today we're in Marvel Avengers Alliance 2, and again, I'm going to be saying this for a little while, thanks to the 1,000 plus strong Napalm's army of subscribers over here. Today we're in Marvel Avengers Alliance 2 to answer the question, is Playdom ruining the game? Now, this comes on the heels of the big patch that we had this week. A patch that had to be done more than once. A patch that actually has created potentially more problems than it introduced cool new stuff. So one of the problems that we have right now is that while they did say you have no longer a win streak in PvP, there is most definitely a loss streak going on. When you go ahead and win a match in PvP, you go ahead and you get 1 pip. When you lose an entire rank. You plummet to absolute incredible levels. Now, on the first day of the patch going live, I had a PvP task, and the fact that it was such a quick PvP, it was only 15 days at the time, I said, ooh, I better get on my horse and ride. Well, I descended into the 666th layer of hell in 3 matches because I was losing them. I was getting my ass kicked. And I was plummeting full ranks at the time. Basically, if you go back and look at that video, you could see what was happening to me. My characters were getting one shot after one shot after one shot. Now, I began to think to myself, well, what the hell is going on here? Why is this so bad? As far as I can recall, I updated my ISOs recently. So I got out of PvP and I looked at my ISOs, and they basically look like Skittles-colored turds. They were awful. And I'm thinking going, now I know I've updated more recently than this shows. What the hell is going on here? Turns out, aside from the massive losses that you were getting in PvP, there was another issue. Your ISOs were getting reset. So my ISOs basically got knocked down to their base levels. Okay, Unreal, I can see this is going to be another shit one. So they got absolutely trounced, and that was part of the reason why I lost the matches so handily. After I updated my ISOs, things did happen to get better. But again, I was on one device where I suffered a crash, unfortunately. So that wound up being a loss. I had gotten back up to 24. The crash knocked me back down to 25. But I did hit a run of some good PvP for a little while there. Now, if you are 30, you will know that what has happened in PvP is that basically it brings you up to this full 30 bracket. So you can see here, this guy is not actually 30, he's 28. And that's what happens when, and this guy's 27. So that's what happens when your commander turns 30. It kind of bumps you up into these like big leagues basically. So attack 3173. If you find you're getting your ass kicked in PvP, you kind of have to look at the stats and find out what's going on. Like, their Moon Knight right now has definitely got more attack than my DPS, or their Thor is just kind of about equal. So, if you find out that your PvP is going rough, definitely long press on the enemies and see what's going on over here. But my biggest problem is I dropped 4 ranks in about 10 minutes, partially due to the fact that my ISOs were screwed up, and due to the fact that there is a loss streak while we don't have a counter win streak to help out. So for those people who definitely suffered problems on that first day and whatnot, you may want to go ahead and file a ticket. I hit help in the beginning of the video because I'm going to do the same myself. I'm going to push back on Playdom a little bit and make them accountable for what happened. The other thing that some people are noticing is that Saturday Silver has been greatly nerfed. Now, I wasn't doing Saturday Silver, A, because my silver's been good. B, I was misinformed a few months ago, or about a month ago or so. I was told that Saturday Silver disappears when you turn 30. And I believed it. I never even tried to bother scrolling over. Well, I did today, and I do in fact have Silver Saturdays. But apparently the rewards have completely bottomed out. For me, I got 345 for completing the scouting, and I got about 400 some odd in the spinner. That 400 was actually a fairly high number compared to the rest of what was there. God, I wish I could get a Mystic Shroud level thing in this game. Ooh, okay, so these guys must be really low. Yeah, so this is kind of the other thing I'm seeing with PvP. Either people are kicking my ass, or this is happening. So this guy is basically 11. Now, you could say, well, dude, it makes sense. In the first day, everybody is at square zero. So all those people who are destined to be the top of the ladder, they were all hanging down there with you. You know, basically nobody had stirred the melting pot yet. That is an absolutely true statement. However, I would say most people who are destined to be tops of the ladder would not have started at 21. They would have started at 15 and higher. Yay, I have sidebars on my box again. So, first we have the ISO issue. Then we have the PvP issue. Now we have the nerf to silver. Is there any good thing in this patch? Well, so far I can say changing dedicated gold from the dailies to the gold cell has worked out in my favor. So I've done 2 full dailies since this change has gone into effect. On the first day, my cell turned into 8 gold. On my second day, which was today, it turned into 10. So instead of having 10 definite gold, I wound up with 18 in 2 days. So, you know, that's plus 8. That's not particularly too bad. I'm probably going to get my ass kicked here. Well, maybe not. That wasn't horrible. That's... Oh, this is going to get bad now. So these guys are 30s. This has been a little bit more of a balanced match. Except for that. That keeps happening. There is a definite near one-shot ability going on for Iron Man lately. Good, did a pretty good number on him. We gotta get rid of that Daredevil. Go Thor. Nice. It just seems like fairly often I'm not really getting balanced PvP. It's either my ass is getting kicked, or I'm just mopping up the floor of a really, really low team. But the gold cells, at least right now, in my limited amount of days that I've seen it, it has turned out to be a plus. So if anybody else has gotten their gold rewards over the last few days, please let me know down in the comments below what you've seen for numbers. Because for right now, God, it is, it's definitely been a plus, and it's actually worked out in my favor. People are seeing not gold or less than 5. I really want to know about it. Otherwise, we can't make an informed decision as to whether or not these things are good. So this is going to be very, very interesting at this point. I could either buff my Wasp or try to have taken out the Iron Man. Ooh. Dodge the really bad ability. Alright, hopefully this kills him. Do it. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I'm going to be caught out in big mode. This... See, I kind of find this entertaining that... Yikes, 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 yikes. Right through the fucking shield. Unbelievable. I have hated PvP the last 2 seasons in this game. I really have. God, I hope he keeps doing this. Keep pounding on him with wounded. The last 2 seasons for PvP, I mean, it just... utterly ridiculous. And I don't know what it is anymore to be competitive. This is going to be an interesting match. Ooh, this might go to me. This could be super clutch because hopefully the wounding... Oh, go Wasp. Go Wasp. Oh. Oh. Wow. Holy hell. But you have to put in so much effort now to combat any loss that you get. I wonder if at the higher ranks, where it's like 3 and 4 pips, are people still losing the full thing. But, you know, right now, it seems like the gold cell replacing gold has been okay. We also have a new ISO, a new benefit from a brand new class of ISOs. So let's get into that. I don't have that many of them yet, but I know I at least have one. God, I wish they would increase the inventory. Where are you? I'm gonna have to do a little maintenance again. I'll know the icon. There it is. It's this one. Critical hits grant a temporary defensive boost. So this is what's coming from Chapter 4. On this one, it's all stats and an... Wow, all stats and evasion of 83. Damn, I like that. I think that's the only new kind that we have right now. Yeah, resist death once per battle. Does anybody even use that resist death thing? Might be good for like a really crucial tank. But you have to use 6 to get them. That's not a very powerful thing at that point. If it was 4, maybe it would be good. But, yep, so here's another one of it. Critical hits grant a temporary defensive boost. So that, you know, the gold cells is turning out to be one of the good things. We have new buffs, which is pretty good. My chest has now fully expanded to show everything. Now, this is a big sticky point for a lot of people. They're saying that this thing is valued higher than $30. They're saying this thing is high, you know, basically around 36 bucks if you were to just get it. This has pissed a lot of people off. And the reason why is you're spending $30 to get one legendary cell and 1,500 purple points, which, you know, honestly, if you have a lot of heroes and you're constantly getting duplicates out of your red cells, it's not that hard to get up to 1,500. But guaranteed to award a 5-star prismatic coordinated ISO shard. Recruit 8 or gain their 3-star... Yeah, see, this is way too big of a crapshoot here. Way, way too big. The fact that maybe I spend $30 and I get Miles's ultimate or Nova's ultimate, but not Angela or Heimdall, that for me is not a chance that I want to take by any stretch. And people are upset like, hey, wait a minute, Playdom. The game was out for ages before I got my hands on it. You're now giving me the chance to catch up, and it's going to cost me $30 and not even give me the hero that I'm looking for? These are not the droids that I'm looking for? No, I do not want those odds. And I don't blame people if that's how they feel. I would agree with it. I don't care if I was Bill Gates right now. That's not a gamble that I would be taking, and I already have 2 of them. So that actually skews my statistics a little bit over here. If I had none of them, maybe it would mean something. But if I got like Heimdall's Ultimate and I don't have Heimdall, I think I would be pretty fucking furious. This one for $5 isn't too bad for brand new people to the game. If you just happen to pick this up recently or like get talked into it from a friend or something like that, this may not necessarily be a bad expenditure of the equivalent of a few items at Starbucks. Or 1 item, depending on what you get. The level 30 super bundle for 15, I can't pass judgment on this one yet, because while I am 30, my heroes are not quite yet. My Wasp is getting there, and I'm really trying to push that, but I can't necessarily pass judgment on that one. So, there you go, guys. That's what Playdom has done to Marvel Avengers Alliance 2 this week. Are they killing the game? Are they making the game better? Honestly, right now, the best that they can do is push an average opinion into neutral. They have so much that is making the game worse. There are few things that are actually good, are only balancing out negatives to about 0 or maybe 1 or 2 on the scale. This, unlike, say, what Netmarble did for Marvel Future Fight this week, you know, everybody raved about just about everything in Marvel Future Fight, and the negatives were the small amount, like, oh, I have to get the subscription to pay for Hyperion, and, oh, Villain Siege, like, for me, I can only do 1 thing. But for, like, 9 good things Marvel Future Fight did, they maybe had 1 or 2 bad. This is the opposite. This is like 3, 4, 5 bad things, and 1 or 2 cool things. This is like getting no birthday gifts on your birthday and nobody coming to your party, but a clown gave you a balloon. That's what this is. So, I don't know. They've hurt themselves this week. Purple points for 50. On this one, I think this is expensive. This, considering in 2 days I got 18 gold, this is not too bad. But they're probably doing this because they really got pretty fucking scroogey with silver lately. So, you know, just 2 days gave me what I would need to buy this if I needed silver. But the other ways that which people got silver has obviously been hurt. So, maybe get that while the getting's good. And spend a little bit of gold before that goes away, if you have an excess, like I do. So, there you go, guys. There's the results of Marvel Avengers Alliance 2 this week. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. And definitely, please tell us in the comments below what you were getting for your dailies. When you got that gold cell, when you opened it, what was there? Because we have such limited knowledge of it now, we really need to know this. So please tell us. Thanks, everybody.